Mr. Oudmayer, Cembra's net income declined by 3% in the first half year. The net interest income declined by 8%. How disappointed are you by this result?
Well, I'm not disappointed at all, because we have been guiding for an income what was a bit lower for this year than last year, already at the beginning of the year. We have the interest rate cap, which leads to a decreasing interest rate income, but at the same time we have a growth in the credit cards, and we are a little bit lower than last year, but it was as expected and as guided, so I'm not disappointed at all, I would say.
When news like this happen, the investors always react in the stock market. Do you follow the development of the Cembra stock?
Look, I look, of course, every day at the Cembra stock, but stock performance for me is a long-term performance. So you should never look at a daily or a weekly basis for the stock. The only thing what I can say about the stock is every franc you invested in the IPO, it was less than 4 years ago, would have now been doubled. So the stock price has been evolved 80% over less than 4 years. And if you include also the dividends, then every franc that you would have invested at the IPO on October 13 would have been more than doubled today.
So what do you expect now for the second half of the year? Will growth mainly come from the credit card business?
Yeah, we had a very strong first half of the year in credit card business, and we think that will continue. We have reconfirmed our guidance, so we expect a 470 to 5 francs EPS for 2017. So basically everything what we expect is like we expected earlier.
And what do you expect from Swissbilling that you acquired earlier this year?
Swissbilling is a company what is working in invoice financing. Invoice financing is a growing market. What we're doing this year is we're trying to scale up Swissbilling and to build some new products and to make it a bigger company. I think over the long term, I think the invoice financing is a very interesting market for us. And over the long term, we expect nice growth in Swissbilling.
Earlier this year, an analyst was calculating that investors can expect a yearly dividend payout from Cembra of about 5 francs per stock over the next years. Is this in line with your expectations?
We have defined a very clear dividend policy. We say that we pay 60 to 70% of our net income out as a dividend. And the second thing that we say is when we have more than 20% tier 1, we return the excess and 20% tier 1 to shareholders. Either we use it for growth, we invest in growth. If we cannot use it for growth, we will return it to shareholders in special dividends or share buybacks.
This generous dividend strategy is also a sign, or can be seen as a sign, that you weren't successful in finding an attractive takeover target in Switzerland. Would you personally have preferred an interesting takeover over this high dividend payout?
Look, Cembra is known for its excellent dividend. Now we are mentioned a couple of times dividend peril in the press. We also like to grow, but we like to grow at our conditions. So we have a very strong target of 15% ROE. We want to be very strongly capitalized. So if the targets fit into the strategy, we would love to do the targets and to do the M&A. If not, we keep on being a very good dividend fund.
Mr. Oudmayer, thank you very much.